was, did I say If You Could Read My Mind was nominated? This song was nominated for 2 Grammys. He didn't win. The vocalist Grammy went to Stevie Wonder, and I forgot. Actually, I do remember who got the Song of the Year. I'll tell you all later. I don't want to disparage who got it. But History, the other song, I don't want to say what it was because you will all go, oh, that's the way the industry works sometimes. He didn't give the Grammy for it. But Warner Brothers, after the Grammys, they said, Gord, we're going to send a jet to Canada. We want to fly you down to California. All the execs from Warner Brothers want to meet with you. And he thought, oh God, well, this is either good or bad. I lost the Grammys. Maybe they're going to say, that's your last album, Lightfoot. Or else they're going to say, it was a good album. I hope it was a platinum, huge hit. He went down to LA and Warner Brothers studio and said, Gordon, we're going to have backup singers, a backup orchestra. We're going to have a big show behind your 5-piece band. And he goes, oh, that's really? He said, oh yeah, because you're huge now. You went from being a star, and after Sundown, a mega star. After Sundown, he started touring in Europe and played France and England and Australia. Blah, blah, blah. After the Fitzgerald, he was an international. He was a mega star then. He was a mega star. So he flew back home, thought about it for a day or two, and he got on his own. He had a pilot that he would rent. He hopped in a Learjet, flew back to LA, and he walked into Warner Brothers. They went, oh, you're back. Oh, good, you made a decision. Yay, we're happy. He got all the execs in the room. He walked in, he made him sit down, and he said, I ain't doing it. And they went, what? He said, it's not me, and I can't live with the hype. What I do right now is perfect. The band, our concerts, we packed the house. And they went, but Gordon, you'll be bigger than big. He said, I am big enough. And he turned Warner Brothers down. But what else can I say about this song? Is this the song? I better say something right here. Sorry. But I'm telling a story, I know. Oh well, he said, Dave, it's too long. I said all that. Oh, and also, the last few years of his life, after Lightfoot was always very instrumental with the families. They really were thankful that he kept their loved ones who passed alive, their memory, that they went down in such a tragedy. And if you think about it, the Great Lakes has had hundreds of shipwrecks. In 1904, if you ever used to go up on the North Shore, in 1904 there was a huge storm like that. The Madeira and a bunch of other ships are still down there. It was in the newspapers. People saw it on the little plaque when you go up to the North Shore, but that was it. And Lightfoot would never do this to himself. Hey, good night or hello. So he said, or no, he didn't say. Society said that because of this song, it had made all this shipwreck, and every year when they ring the bell, what it is. And we've done this show where I brought in our own bell when we do it on the night of, which would have been last Friday. And I ring the bell 29 times and do a little talk about the Fitzgerald, tell you how it was 729 feet long, and it weighed about 23,000 ton. And then they put a shipment of 26,000 and more ton in it. That's like over 50 tons of steel and cargo going on the Great Lakes. And Captain McSnorley, he was a very seasoned pilot on the ship, on the seas, for his years working up to becoming a captain. He had sailed for over 40 years on the ocean, on the sea. And by the way, Superior is no longer called a lake formally by geologists. It's called a sea. It's classified as a sea. But when he wired into the Anderson, who was 20 miles behind them, and he said, I'm in the biggest, roughest, most violent sea I have ever Randy, in all of my professional life. And the Anderson, Captain Cooper behind him said, "How are you doing?" He said, "Well, my radar's has blown off. I can't see where I'm going, but we know our course. All the vents have blown off. The railings have blown off, and we're taking on water. And our 700, he didn't say our 729, I'd say it to you, the 729 feet of that giant ship was now listing, going through the water, not like this, but like this. Taking on water. And Captain Cooper said on the Anderson, well, we're about 15, 20 miles behind you. The seas are rough, but you're taking on water. You got your pumps going? And McSnorley said, I've got both pumps going full blast, pumping this water out. And the Anderson kept seeing the Edmund Fitzgerald go in, because the waves were so big, in and out of the radar that they were projecting across in front of them. And they go off the screen, back on the screen. Oh, the waves are above, off the screen, on the screen. And then Captain Cooper said, we just got hit. Well, this is a while back in the story, actually, about quarter or 10 to 7. We got hit by a massive 3 waves. They call it the 3 evil sisters or something like that. Imagine these huge waves that got bigger and bigger as the storm went on, that were 25 to 30 feet tall. But then Anderson, Captain Cooper said, we just got hit by one of these 3 waves, and they're coming your way. And when it hit us, and by the way, the Anderson was shorter, 650 feet or something like that. And it wasn't sinking. And he said, when we got hit by one of the 3 waves, it took our front end down, and we thought we were going down, but we were buoyant and we came up. Good luck. But the Fitzgerald did not have luck. Anyway, so here's the story.
Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn against your oars? The searchers all say they did Whitefish Bay and they put 50 more miles behind her. They might have split up, they might have capsized, they paid the rope and kept water. Now all that remains is the pictures and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Waiting on those secure cities in the rooms of the Ricewater Mansion. Oh, Michigan streams like a young man's dreams. The islands and the bays are for sportsmen. Margarillo, Lake Ontario, it's one like Erie and St. The iron boats go as the bankers all know everything else from November, remember. In a rusty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimed to right 29 times for each man on the Memphis Joe. Legends are comfortable on one of the big waves they call Fishing Gold.
Thank you. I think Gordon thanks you on that one too. Somebody reminded me in this crowd, or some fella, he said, "Hey, did you see that thing in the paper, that article?" And what he was talking about was there was a picture or a write-up or something, and it said, yeah, Gordon Lightfoot passed away, but that's okay. He had 29. Sorry. He had 29 guys up there waiting to see him.
At the days with St. Peter.
Anyway, hey, this next song, this goes way